Good pace out there. Is that a standard Scott Satterfield practice? Like keep it moving?
Yeah, we don't practice as long as maybe some teams will practice, but we go out there and we move fast. We go drill to drill. I think it'll pick up as we move forward. It was our first practice today. Having said that, I did thought that by the end of it, dragging a little bit. Didn't like the tempo as much at the end, but yeah, it's a fast-paced practice. I thought number one, the guys came out with great energy today and very attentive. And was eager to get out, and we got to continue to have that each and every day. I thought both sides made some plays today. I thought we did some good work in the kicking today as well, and I think overall for the first day, I thought it was really good. And I think we're still learning a lot though. Our guys are trying to figure out where to line up, understanding their assignment, but I thought the effort was there, and that was the main thing.
You mentioned the kicking, Mason Fletcher. That's it's a nice weapon to walk into, isn't it?
Yeah, he's a tremendous human being, number one. But yeah, he's got a tremendous leg. He's got great experience. It's good to have that. Hopefully, we don't have to use him this year. That'd be nice. But yeah, it's good to have him there. We got some veterans on the kicking team too. As you think about some of the other positions, some of the guys that have played, like on our punt team, for example, guys that have played a lot of ball. So I think that's certainly a positive. Coach Combs is continuing to run that, so we're picking up kind of where we left off last year. So I think that really helps the guys mentally and learning the kicking piece of it. But yeah, it's good to have Mason out there, and then some of the other key veteran guys that have been around, Briggs and Pace. Some of those guys, that have played some ball. I think it's good to have out there.
You've been learning a lot. What's the biggest thing that stood out to you?
Well, it was day one install type stuff, so we didn't throw a lot at them. I think, and you don't really know until you go back and watch the film, but I didn't see any glaring, just mistakes where guys, sometimes defensively you don't, cut a guy free, wide open free. I didn't see that. I thought for the most part, I thought guys were where they were supposed to be. That's good to see. Offensively, it kind of looked like something. Sometimes you go out there on offense and it doesn't even look like anything, and so thought we kind of looked like an offense supposed to look like. We popped some good runs out there today. Some good downhill runs. I think our offensive line with tight ends did some good job blocking with the inside zone. And then I thought D. Wiggins made some plays out at wide receiver. He looked pretty good out there doing some things. So as you go back and watch it, I'm sure there were some plays made in each and every position group that you want to see. You want to be able to see that. It's going to be got great competition at the quarterback room. So Brady didn't get as much in the team aspect. But he got some in one-on-ones and some 7-on-7. But other four quarterbacks got a lot of reps in the team, and so I thought that was good competition. So big excited to go back and watch this film.
What do you say Brady's
Lichtenberg or Drobish?
I'm sorry, Ben. We got too many B's, too many B quarterbacks. But no, the two Brady's got a lot of reps. Ben's the one that did get the team reps, but I think when we get back from spring break, he'll start getting some of those team reps. But he did get 7-on-7 and 1-on-1s.
What do you think of Ben and what you've seen in his position?
Yeah, I mean, he can spin it. He can throw the football. I think, you can kind of get his veteran presence out there because he's played a lot of ball. He's got experience. He's got a lot of poise. But for him, it's a little different than the other guys because he really doesn't have a lot of bullets flying at you. That's real football. And I thought that's what I'm interested to go back and look. When it's 11-on-11, you got guys in your face and having to step up and make a play and throw the football. And I thought our quarterbacks that actually did a good job today.
What did you think of Deshaun getting to be a little bit in that nickel spot?
Yeah,
moving him away from.
He looks natural. He looks really natural out there in that nickel spot, and several times today in the passing game, I saw him bat balls, knock these down. He's where he's supposed to be. He's extremely fast coming off the edge. There's times, we bring the pressure off the field side where he's coming from, and he's getting that backfield fast. I really think he can excel at that position. I think that'll be a position where he'll make a tremendous amount of plays, and I'm anxious to see that. I hope he feels that way because we see it. Having ran this defense for many years, he can be as one of the better ones we've had at that position.
Some of your transfers were on the line together. Is that by design? Do you think that'll stick? That they're all new, but they've all been there.
Yeah, I just think there's something to be said for guys that have played college football. Guys that got that experience. The moment's not too big for them. They got poise. They come out. They're ready to play. They're ready to make plays. They don't get caught up in all the little things that maybe a young player would. For Drogosh, for example, he's like deer in the headlights some out there. Because it's live bullets coming at him in college football. But I thought he did good. But that's the difference. I think that poise that you have, that's where I think guys that have played football to give you that great asset of experience.
What's your first
in terms of spring ball? What do you, at the end of spring ball, end of the spring game, what do you want to be able to look back and say that be accomplished, or where do you want to be that you're not?
Yeah, well, I mean, we want to continue to learn and implement our offense, defense. We also want to find the right players, the players that can perform and play at a high level, who can help us compete for championships. Who needs to be getting the reps as we get into this? Because right now everybody's getting reps. We're trying to figure out who can play, who's struggling, who do we need to maybe look at a different position. All those things is what you want to find out in spring practice. So I think by the end of it, we got a pretty good feel and a good idea of strengths, weaknesses, who can do it, who can't do it, and I think that's probably the biggest thing out of spring.
I know you're no pads. First impression. What did you think of the depth of this roster? First look at it today.
I think some positions we got some pretty good depth. Other positions we're very thin. I think we're just going to have to look at it as we go through. Wide receiver, we're thin. We're going to continue to look and recruit wide receivers in the spring. We'll see what's available out there at the end of the spring. We have to add the numbers in that room. I think at linebacker maybe you got a little bit more depth there. I think at running back we certainly got some guys that look pretty good today, some depth there. So each position is different. I'm sure we're going to have some needs as we go through it. We'll see where we're at.
Cool. Thanks,
All right, thanks guys.